RAD, the Groms Down Under, is a 3-week skateboarding tour along the magnificent east coast of Australia. Equipped with 6 Groms, a mobile home, 3 tents, a flurry of skateboards, Piggy Dude the furry pig, and a rubber chook called Chuckle Butt, the tour covers 2,500 miles of tarmac and good old Aussie dirt track. So sit back, relax, and let us do the driving. This week, we're back on the road, headed north to Airlie Beach. The Groms get their skating steeds back on. Sam has some important survival tips for y'all in her lowdown down under. And the Groms have to shop and cook dinner for the entire crew. Having spent a couple of days in the outback on a traditional Aussie cattle station, the Groms were ready to leave the dirt roads and horses behind in search of tar roads and concrete skate parks. Not too long into our journey, we pulled into the sleepy town of Rockhampton for a long-awaited skate sesh. Rockhampton was an awesome park. The Groms were digging it big time. I asked them what made a good park.
Variation, a lot of different size transitions, different size blocks. Always a good mini ramp, which unfortunately at this park hasn't got one.
Just as much variation as possible,
yeah.
A bit of everything.
As long as it's concrete, it's alright.
Yeah.
For a skate park to be decent to skate, it really depends on the person, because some people are street skaters, some are bowls, some are ramps. For me personally, I'd probably go and look for a bowl, because I'm a bowl rider, but some of the other boys, they probably look for blocks and rails and stairs and stuff within a park. Rockhampton's a really good park actually. First thing obviously I noticed as I walked in was that there was a big bowl here. And it's just fun to keep on whipping around. But the thing is, every time you keep on hitting a corner, you're going round and round, you're picking up more speed and it makes you really dizzy.
Also enjoying the bowl was young Sparrow, who was going ballistic, honing his new carving skills.
I learned to carve a couple of days ago, and this bowl is not too big or not too small, so I can carve really fast and then catch some air out of it. That's what I look for quite a lot in parks. Things to air out of, onto, anything like that.
His skating had progressed so much on tour. I was really stoked for him.
What makes the perfect skate park is a selection. If it just has a street course or it just has a vert course, it's not going to be good. It has to kind of have a mixture of both. Like this one has ledges and rails, but also has bowls and quarters and stuff. So it's a good mixture. Everyone's just skating leads down there and all the runs, so we're having quite a good laugh here. I got the double flip at the end.
So there you go. If there are any young aspiring skate park builders watching RAD, the skaters want variation. Build something for everybody, and they will come. As great as the park was, not all sessions have a happy ending.
How'd that feel?
I felt bad. Oh!
A harsh slap on the concrete rekindled an old wrist injury, and that was our cue to leave. We still had a long drive to get to Airlie Beach. The radio weather report warned of a low-pressure system bringing rain. With fingers crossed, I hoped we could keep one step ahead. While we carry on due north, here's Sam with some very important survival tips in this week's Lowdown Down Under.
Hi and welcome to Lowdown Down Under. Now these Groms tools are always a bit hard to handle at the best of times, but being in Australia has meant that I've had to adapt my tool survival skills to this harsh terrain. Whew. Should have just gone round. The most important thing to survive is water, and all you need is a plastic bag and a big hole. If you stick the bag inside the hole overnight, what should happen is that the dew should collect inside the bag. Another method of survival was used by the Aborigines to collect water, which was by tapping these trees. I think it's broken. But the best method I've found is these natural springs that sprout out of the ground. You just turn this thing here at the top, and the water comes out. It's amazing, I've never seen anything like it. The next most important thing for survival is food. Now under this rock there's plenty of edible grubs, and this cactus right here is an excellent source of protein. Got to be careful not to lick the edges though. Another survival point to remember is that there are a lot of dangerous creatures roaming about in the bush, especially spiders. So it's always best to check your shoes before putting them on. Now one thing I learnt is that nature always provides. The other day I broke my board, but not to worry because I found this skateboard tree. Just give it one shake. That's rubbish, I wanted pink quills. See you right there, give it up. Not to worry, I'll be back.
Back on tour, we had made it to Airlie Beach in the cold and wet of night. It wasn't camping weather, and everywhere else we tried was fully booked. Thankfully, we did eventually find cover for the evening.
All right, Groms. We're staying in these Bali villas, number 1 and 2. Just gotta find Bali Villa 1. That's 2. Is that 1? All right, let's check this thing out. We might have scored a pretty good place here. Come on, guys.
Once beds had been fought over and claimed, I got the Groms fed.
Whoops, sorry about that. Good mashed potato.